ओम व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय ओम नमो नारायणाय ओम नमो नारायणाय ओम श्री राम शरणम। ओम नमो नारायणाय 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 नारायणाय श्री राम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम। श्री राम जय जय राम। Welcome, respected friends, for our marathon Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Ramayana Adya Shankara Grantha Adhyayana and Sankshipta Skanda Purana Parayana. Good days we are doing it from for our Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Ramayana. Today is the 400th day class and we have not missed even one, I believe, one or two maybe during Prayagraj Yatra missed it, but everything we have done. Welcome back. Loka Sevaka Adi Arda Vyaktitvas. We have to focus on to develop Parabrahma, Ishvara, Jagannatha, Devata Gana, Guru Gana, Shastra Gana. Keep in mind that their Kripa Kataksha are required along with our efforts to invoke their Kripa, and when the Kripa comes, it comes in the form of Sadbuddhi. Make use of it. And only Sadbuddhi is turning towards the Paramatma Tattva. Let us have no ambiguity in this whatsoever. Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana Tritiya Utpatthi Prakaranam Navama Paramakarana Varnanam is the Sarga we are studying. Rama's Prashna Vaashishtha started telling us about the Paramakarana Paramatma Tattva. Every mantra is so complete, so beautiful, that's why slowly, steadily we are studying. We'll continue today. Let us do our little of Mangalacharana Shloka Sankalpadi in 4 minutes. Om 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 Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai Om Shanti 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 Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharishibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah Om Yerime Guruvi Purvam Padavakya Pramanatah Vyakhyatāh Sarva Satchastraha Tanityam Pranatosmyaham Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Om Nidhaye Om Sri Rama Rama Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasranama Tattulyam Ramanama Varanane Om Tasmai Shri Gurave Vasishtha Munaye Nityam Namaskurmahe Vishwamitra Munim Sharanyamanagam Bhuyo Namasyamyaham Tasmai Valmikaye Shri Gurutama Gurave Bhuri Bhavairnata Smaha पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि सद्गुरुं तं नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यास वामदेव नारदादि ब्रह्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषद योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यमोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैन्दव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायानां शास्त्राणां मोक्षमार्गाणां गुरुशिष्य भक्त भगवत् परम्परादीनां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति एकता शांति पुरोभिवृद्ध्यर्थम अस्मिन् सनातन धर्म संस्थापने कंकणबद्ध अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यदिव्य क्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालय भूभागादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन उपासना यज्ञयाग साधना सेवा तपस्या प्रार्थनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रूणां शाश्वत रूपेण समूल निर्मूलनार्थं भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणात् आरभ्य वैदिक हिन्दव संस्कृतेः सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थं विश्वे मोक्षधर्म पुरुषार्थ प्रतिष्ठा द्वारा विश्व संरक्षणाभिवृद्ध्यर्थं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भगवद्देवता गुरुशास्त्र सत्संग साधना सेवा माता पितृ देश धर्म सनातन धर्म भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रं मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यद सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्य भूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रम तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम परम कारण वर्णनं नाम नवमः सर्गः। श्रीराम उवाच श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच। Yes, we have seen up to the beautiful topic wherein Vasishtaji starts saying that I am going to start this Utpatti Prakarana, in which I will tell you the Utpatti Prakarana, in which you will come to know that the Utpatti of the Jagat never happened. Therefore, in that deep realization, the delusion of Drishya gets dissolved, corresponding Drashta also gets dissolved. The substratum of both of them, the Duk Swarupa, Brahman is realized. There you are Mukta. That is what he says. है ना? अथ उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम मया इदम तव कथ्यते यत् किल उत्पद्यते राम तेन मुक्तेन भूयते. About Utpatti Prakarana, that the Utpatti never happened when I teach you. When the Jnana Utpatti about this happens in you, you are liberated. Right? Are you not clear? So I'll make it little more clear. He says in the next mantra 44. Iyamittam jagadbhrantir bhatyajataiva khatmiga iti utpatti prakarane kathyatesmin mayadhuna. Iyam ittam jagat bhranti. Iyam jagat ittam bhranti. This entire jagat from your side, this is a experience, therefore you say it is real. But I will give you lot of yuktis, nyaya upapatti, and you have to do the abhyasa yoga, by which you will know that this jagat which you are experiencing and saying it is real, but it is bhranti only. But bhati, it appears. I also agree. The beauty of it is what ajata eva. Never it is created, produced, born, yet the jagat appears. And khatmika. Khatmika is not, it is like the shunya only. Like the akasha, it is shunya. Only Brahman, the substratum, is there. Iti, in this way, Utpatti Prakarane Kathyate. The entire Utpatti Prakarana's subject matter is this. Maya Adhuna Asmin Kathyate. In the Utpatti Prakarana, this is the subject matter by me is being taught to you. You listen, you understand. Wonderful, isn't it? Now he starts. As in other Upanishads, in the beginning only Brahman was there. There was no creation. In this Yoga Vaashishtha Maharamayana, he said the other way, that at the end of the creation, deluge में, प्रलय में, महाप्रलय में, nothing remains, only Brahman remains. That Brahman is inexplicable, that state. Yet, I'll give you lot of words. Through them, you try to make an idea in your mind. Still, no idea can perfectly explain that Brahmasthiti, which is beyond this seen Jagat. Yesterday we were little cautious, intelligent enough to understand that in the Samashti when Mahapralaya happens, only Brahman remains, even in our own meditational seat also, when we transcend all Veshti Samashti Karya Karana Sula Sukshma, then we also experience that Brahman. That Brahman looks like this. We try our best to explain. That's the subject matter in this Sarga. This is how Vaashishthaji starts. How Yadidam drishyate kinchit jagat sthavara jangamam sarvam sarva prakaradhyam sa surasura kinnaram tat mahapralaye prapte rudradi parinamini bhavati asat adrishya atma kwapi yati vinashyati. Out a complete clarity. Yad idam drishyate. that which is seen as this. Kinchit means everything. Jagat, world. Stula Sukshma. Sthavara Jangamam. Mobile and immobile. So entire Jagat of mobile and immobile, which is Dushyate seen by us, Sarvam, the whole thing. Sarva Prakara Adhyam, with all its magnanimities, specificities, glories, bignesses, wonderments. Adhya means all these meanings. So Sarva Prakara Adhyam Idam Jagat Yad Drishyate. All types of wonderments. You can see a huge elephant, you can see an ant. See the Adhyata. जगत में दोनों है. A small plant you can see, a gigantic tree you can see. है ना? The softest flowers you can see. A sweet mango, a very kadwa karela. Is it not the Adhyata? Small pebble you see, huge mountain you see. You know, a pool of water and a huge ocean. You know, beings fly in the air, the beings go in the water. वाटर वाले हवा में आए तो मर जाते. हवा वाले मतलब उड़ने वाले जमीन वाले, they go into water, they die. Adyam. Everything is wonder in this world. As we said, the human personality itself is wonder of wonders. Huge physical body, every body, the variety of physiologies that happen, the structure of the body, the conveniences in it, everything is Adyam only. So Sarvam Jagat, Sarva Prakara Adyam, Sarvam Jagat, Yadidam Stavaram Jangamam, and containing in it Sasura, Asura, Kinnara, Rudra Adi. Asuras, Suras, Kinnaras means Yaksha, Gandharva, Charana, you and all of them. Rishi, Muni, Gandharva, Manusha, Pashu, Bhaksha, Vanaspati, Chaurasi lakh Yoni, Rudra Adi Parimanam, all these Jagat, Tat, Mahapralaya Prapte. When the Mahapralaya happens, क्या होता है उस पूरा जगत को भवति असत भवति अदृश्यात्मा. It becomes non-existent, non-seen. Copy आती, somewhere it goes. Therefore, you can call it as good as vinashyati. In in the Sankhya Shastra, they say it everything goes into Moola Prakriti. Vedanta says, yes, the Moola Prakriti goes where then? It goes into the Parabrahman in such a way that Parabrahman alone remains. Ekamevadvayam Brahma, because Upanishad said this sentence. The Brahma, when it is Ekamevadvayam, it cannot have the Dvaita of it cannot have the Dvaita of even that Prakriti. There's a difference between Sankhya and Vedanta. Vedanta Ekamevadvaya Brahma. Sankhya Prakriti Purusha Dvaita. What happens to the Prakriti in Vedanta? Merges in Purusha. Becomes undifferentiable from him. And undifferentiable. His Shakti. He alone remains. He is one without second. That's why when he realizes his Prakriti, then it is separated from him. From that he, through Sankalpa, creates the world. Okay. Bhavati asad adrishyatma kvapiyati vinashyati. Simple. Mahapralaya Savarname, all these gets dissolved. Then what about the reality, the substratum, or who remains? Something remains. That's what is the Brahma Tattva. That's what is explained in the next 20-25 shlokas. What is explained in the next 20-25 shlokas? When the Mahapralaya happens, in which Sacharachara entire Jagat is Vinashyati, what remains? That Brahman is explained in the remaining chapter. One by one shloka. First, Tatastimiта Gambhiram na tejo na tamastatam anakhyam anabhivyaktam sat kinchit avashishyate. Tataha. Thereafter, Sat kinchid avashishyate. Something called, at the most you can give it a name, Sat, that alone remains. Sat kinchid avashishyate. At that state, sthimita gambhiram. है ना? That Sadvastu is stimita, stable. Gambhira is deep, unfathomable. Two words are said. Then na tejaha, na tamastatam. You can't call it as the tejaha, the light. You cannot call it as the darkness, tamaha. Na light, na darkness, neither light nor darkness. And it is stimita, stable, unmoving, gambhira, unfathomable. And anakyam, you cannot talk about it in any way. No shabda can be used to imply it. All shabdas are in the Prakriti can talk about. Something related in the Prakriti. Beyond that, the सत के बारे में कोई आख्या नहीं हो सकता. Nameless it is. Anakyam, you cannot give it any name. It's not a vastu, it's not a state, it's not any Prakriti thing, it's not a Shabda Sparshadi. Anakyam. Then Anabhivyaktam. And it is of, you can't call it as Abhivyakta manifested in a particular form is equal to perceivable by any faculties. No. Sat kinchid avashishyate. That Sat alone remains at that time. That Sat, which is Timita, which is Gambhira, which is Natejaha, which is Natamaha, which is Anakhyam, which is Anabhivyaktam, avashishyate. No, see, so many words used, but still we can't catch it. That's the meaning of. See, when it is said about Vedanta, Parabrahma, nothing is said. Please remember, about Brahman is said. What is said that nothing can be said about it. That is what is called as saying about Brahman. It is explainable. It is said, no. Then why do you say nothing is said about it? It is beyond any perceptions of upadhis. That is said, no. No, why do you get vague about it? Think little deeper. Okay. Then next, about that Brahman only in the remaining shlokas. Next, ashoonyam na shoonyam napi chakaram na drishyam na cha darshanam na cha bhuta padarthaugha yadanantataya sthitam. In these many shlokas, Brahman explained here, and in this text many a times, in no other place you can. And these all data become, if one can sit and munch about it, chew about it, can become a source for making an idea about the Brahman that it cannot be caught by anything, yet it is there. And this way, when it's contemplated in experience, it is experiential. That's what. So, na shunyam. You can't call it as empty. Na cha api akaram. And it has no akara of any sort that can be perceived by any of the indriyas. Na shunyam, na cha api akaram. Na drishyam. It is not a drishya of any of the upadhish. Therefore, na cha darshanam. It cannot have a darshana. And therefore, there is no drashta for it. Drishya nahi hai, darshanam nahi hai. So naturally, the third aspect, that drashta also is not there of it. See? Na shunyam, na shunyam, na apicha akaram, na drishyam, na cha darshanam. When all these are denied, then that Brahman is experienced. Na shunyam na picha akaram, na drishyam na cha darshanam. Then next one, na cha bhuta padartha ogha. Neither it is the padartha, one or many, made out of the Panchamahabhutas, nor Panchamahabhutas, whether it is the last one, the Prithvi, or the first one, the Akasha. You can't call it as any of the Mahabhutas, nor the combination of Panchamahabhutas in the form of some or the other or many of the Padarthas. Nacha Bhuta Padartha Ogha. Neither Panchamahabhutas, naturally they're made Padarthas, then the Ogha. As we see at this time, none of them are there in it. That state cannot be of any of these things. Nacha bhuta padartha ogha. Then yad anantataya sthitam. But something is there which is ananta. In no measurement it is limited. It is immeasurable. Ananta. It's Ananta. Desha, Kala are concepts in it. It is beyond even them. See how much this appears to be tough for us to catch, but this is where, like a puzzle, like a mathematical problem, like any chemistry combination of the chemicals, you focus so much to understand it. Or any of the guthi sulajhna hai, or any issue that has to be sorted out. You know, that let's say pandemic is coming. Then how to tackle it's a big discussion. How much the health department thinks. Any other crisis comes, heavy rains and floods in one part of the nation. So how much the entire Rajakiya Yantranga, you call it as, the political group, thinks to take care of it, every department. In that way, we have to contemplate seriously on these words to grasp patiently with the calm mind, quiet mind, mind which is introverted, which is pure, which is subtler, which is well gathered, with full bhakti shraddha, with prayer to God Guru, especially to Vaashishtha and Ramji because they are the Guru Shishya. Then it is caught. Yad anantataya sthitam. That which is there, ananta rupena. Not, it is not the bhuta padartha ogaha, neither shunya nor akara and na drushya na cha darshana. This is a Brahman, isn't it? These are all the words which are familiar to us. We can make a concept out of them, like drishya, then drashta, darshana. When we make a concept out of them, then that which is not this concept is Brahman. That way we are by neti neti shabda, this neti neti it is called as not this, that's being indicated. Next one, kimapyavypadeशात्मा पूर्णात् पूर्णतरा कृति कृतिः न सन्नासन्न सदसत् न भावो भवनन्न च. Kimapi, something is there. Avyapadesha atma. You cannot have any vyapadesha. It is like this, like that. If you color out the words from all this, you will see the definition of Turiya Atma of our Mandukya Upanishad in the first Agama Prakarana, seventh mantra. See, Avyapadesha Atma. This word has come now, isn't it? Avyapadesham, Aikatmya Pratyasaram, Prapanchopashamam. Prapanchopashamam is already said. When the Prapancha Mahapralaya happens, nothing is there. Shantam, Shivam, Advaitam, Chaturtam, Manyante. The 18 definitions that are given for the Turiya Atma beyond Jagra, Swapna, Sushupti. है ना नान्तः प्रज्ञम न बहिष्प्रज्ञम नोभयत प्रज्ञम न प्रज्ञान घनम न प्रज्ञम नाप्रज्ञम अदृष्टम अव्यवहार्यम अग्राह्यम अलक्षणम अचिन्त्यम अव्यपदेश्यम एकात्म प्रत्ययसारम प्रपंचोपशमम शांतम देखो प्रपंचोपशमम शांतम शिवम अद्वैतम चतुर्थम 12 plus 4 16 plus 2 18. Sa Atma, that is a self. Savigneya, that is to be known. Avyapadesha, which cannot be talked about. Anakhya means nameless. Avyapadesha, which cannot be spoken about. Anything which has jati, dravya, guna, kriya, you can talk about. Language works there. Which is beyond this, it can't be. Kimapi avyapadesha atma. Definitely something is there, but it cannot be talked as this or that. अव्यपदेश हो सकता व्यपदेश नहीं हो सकता उसका देन पूर्णात पूर्णतर आकृति that is purna it is purnat purnatara means nowhere there is any sort of end of it apurnata of it. No, this is the only way it can be said. That's why the akasha example is given. So we are on the earth, therefore we are more familiar with the earth. So much of the perception of the earth and things on it. Go to the sky some 100 kilometers above. कहीं भी देखो पूर्णात पूर्णतर आकृति the Akasha only. Shoot in the Madhya Samudra if one goes. Purnat Purnatara Sarvatra Jalameva. In the same way, that infinite, complete, Purna Akriti. Kimapi Avyapadesha Atma Purnat Purnatara Akriti. Then Nasat, Na Asat, Na Sadasat. Okay. So Nasat means not a, you call it as existing in any form. But that means, is it a shunya not there? No, you cannot say the asat also. Is it the mixture of them? Sad and asat? Not so. Na sat, na asat, na sadasat, na bhavaha, na bhavanam. It is not a bhava by itself. Therefore, nor it's a shape taken out of this bhava. Like bhava is mud. The bhavanam are the pots made of it. Bhava are all the eat pattar. Bhavanam is building. Bhavanam is becoming. भाव से भवन बनता है. न भाव न भवनम न सत न असत न सतसत. But kimapi, definitely it's there. Avyapadesha atma, which can't be taken as this or that. So kimapi avyapadesha atma purnat purnatarakriti hi na sat na sat na satasat na bhavaha na bhavanam nach. But these things become so heavy for us many a million times. We might have got an opportunity to listen about this. But all those times we were lazy. We were feeling heavy about it. We never tried. We are trying now to open the meaning of these rejecting words, Vyatireka Shabdas, more than the Anvaya, saying that it is like this, like this. In every of the word expression, you see the Vyatireka only. The rejection only is going on. And that thing becomes so tough for one to grasp. But that is the beauty of Ramana Buddhi applied. They can find enchantment in the contemplation of this seeming abstract also. In that effort to contemplate on it, the instrument with which we are contemplating, it dissolves. Then we discover we are that. मजा आता है वो. Okay, next one. Beautiful. Chinmatram chetyarahitam anantam ajaram shivam anadi madhya paryantam yadanadi niramayam. Again about the same Brahman. First Chinmatram, pure consciousness. This is not negation, assertively told. Chitmatra, consciousness alone. Not in that consciousness, the matter has come, antakarna. In the matter, the vritti has come. Vritti took a shape of any object, and that's illuminated by the consciousness, where we have the knower thought and known thought. Knowledge thought. Triputi कहते हैं उसको. Without these three, ज्ञातृ ज्ञान ज्ञेय शून्यम, सच ज्ञप्ति मात्र चिन्मात्र, तदा दृष्टु स्वरूपी अवस्थानम चैतन्य स्थिति. So chinmatram, your consciousness, not illuminating anything else. Second, chetya rahitam. And in that chinmatra, same thing is said in other word, chetya rahitam chinmatram. There's nothing for that consciousness to become conscious of. No maya kalpita, sattva gunatmaka, any of the object illuminated by the consciousness. Like sattva jnanam, I am conscious of it. Rajoguna kriya, I am conscious of it. Tamoguna, the dravyata or dravyam, I am conscious of it na. Minus this, pure consciousness, chetya, to be illuminated. Rahita means without. To be illuminated, rahita. Chinmatram, Chetiraitam, Chetirahita Chinmatram. Then next one, Anantam, again the word. Anantam, it is endless. Acharam, it never decays or becomes old, etc. And the most beautiful is Shivam. Prapanchopashamam Shantam Shivam. Again in that Turiyatma Varnanam of the Mandukya. Shiva, Mangala Swarupam, Shanta Swarupam, Ananda Swarupam. Then Anadi Madhya Paryantam. Anadi Madhya Paryantam. Which has no Adi beginning, then which has no Madhyata, there is no Anta to it. Anadi Madhya Paryantam, which has no beginning, means there is no cause for it. Madhya, there is no modification within itself. Paryantam, there is no effect out of it. खुद किसी से कारण कार्य के रूप में नहीं बना, स्वयं खुद अंदर से नहीं बदलता, nor it has become karana for some further karya. Yad anadi madhya paryantam, then yad anadi niramayam. Therefore, anadi nirama, eternally it is without any amaya of maya, amaya of the avidya, amaya of the dvandva or dvaita in it. Hmm? That is a what? Yad anadi niramayam. And in that Brahman only, that Jagat which we are seeing now is appearing projected. Is said in the next mantra, yeah, 51. Yasmin Jagat Praspurati Drushtamautikaham Savatu Yaschedam Yascha Naivedam Devah Asadatmakaha. Dekho, Yasmin, in that inexplicable state of being only, Jagat Praspurati. The world is just Praspurita. Spurana means appearance. Jagat Praspruti. How? Dushta Mauktika Hamsavat. Mauktika Hamsa means all like a motia was Girya in the canary of the river or ocean. From distance you see, it looks like the Hamsa. पास में जाके देखो only मोतिया है, there is no Hamsa. Mauktika Hamsavat. In the same way, Mauktika Hamsa example is to say appearance. Yasmin Jagat Praspurati. In that only the Jagat appears. Okay, then Yahacha Idam. Therefore, in our Spurana happens, for it the substratum should be there. Substratum alone is it. Therefore, yacha idam. Idan rupena, that only is seen by us. It has never become like that. Like pot rupena, mud was seen by us. Mud never became pot. So yahacha idam. If you see the idam standpoint, say, and from its own standpoint, yacha naiva idam. And in it purely, this idam is never there. You projected and seen, it is there. If it is rejected, it is not there. And it is Devaha, pure consciousness. Sad Asad Atmakaha means what? Sad Asad Atmaka means for the Sat, the gross manifestation, subtle manifestation. For the Asat, the causal manifestation, Atmakaha, it is a cause, substratum. Vichitra. Sadasadatmakaha. Then, very interesting one. This is what we will study both in our presently studying Shvetashvatara also आगे जाकर बृहद आरण्य का युवन छांदोग्यास. Interesting shloka. What is अकर्ण जिह्वाना सात्वक नेत्रः सर्वत्र सर्वदा शृणोत्यास्वादयति यः जिघ्रेत् स्पृशति पश्यति. Very interesting. In that state of being akarana, no ears, ajihva, no tongue, anasa, no nose, atvaku, no skin, anetraha, never ever a eye, sarvatra sarvada, in that pure Brahman. Yet, shrunoti, it is the one which listens. Akaranaha shrunoti. So to ajihva aswadayat. No tongue but it tastes. Anasa, no nose but yo jigretu. It smells. Then Attvak, there's no skin in it, but Sprushati. Then Anetraha, but Pashyat. This mantra comes in Shvedashadra and also Chandogi Bradaranyaka. You know, you know, Apadipa, Apadapa, Apanipado, Javano Grahita, Apanipada, Apani no hand, Apadaha no leg. But Javanaha, he walks, runs. Grahita, he holds. Apanipado Javano Grahita, Pashyatya Chakshuhu, Sashrunotya Karnaha. Pashyati, he sees. Achakshu, without the eyes. Shrunoti, he listens. Akaranaha, without ears. No, it's a very mystical way of explanation by the rishis, testing our subtlety. Testing our subtlety. And if one is subtle, he will catch what they meant. And what they meant is, for example, Pashyati Achakshu. He sees. He himself has no eyes. When what is the seeing, therefore, without eye? Like I have my eyes. I am the seer. I use the eyes to see. Then I see the world. Okay. Then funniest thing is what? The eye presents in front of me to the seer in me. The world in the form of colors, etc. Ears presents in the form of sounds. Nose presents the things which it can smell, etc. But these indriyas, when they are removed, what is everything seen as? It is as my own self. Because what I see without eye, here not a physical seeing then. Here the seeing is being. So without eye, still I exist, no? So he sees without eyes means what? He remains as the self. He listens without the ears means he remains as the self. That's the mystical way of Shruti Mata's explanation. Apanipado javano grahita pashyatya chakshusa shrunotya karnaha. Here also akarna jihva nasatvak netraha sarvatra sarvada फिर भी शृणोति आस्वादयति यो जिघ्रेत स्पृशति पश्य. That's why from the world standpoint what we say is what? The whole world is seen by him only. Because Sahasra Shirsha Purusha Sahasrakshi Sahasra, all hands and legs etc. are his. How? In what way the hands and legs are his? In what way the bulbs and fans and their functionings belong to electricity? In what way? This is where the difference between our way of talking, the Rishi's way of talking. Shabdas are same, meaning is different. What is the meaning of all these faculties? You know? All these, let us say, electrical equipments. The electricity alone is expressing through them means what? Without electricity, they can't exist. They can't function. In the same way, without the Satchit Brahma, can eyes see, can ears listen? No. Therefore, the eyes and ears are listening or seeing because of Brahman. Therefore, we say the Brahman is the one who is seeing and listening. From what we see the Upadhi standpoint. From Brahman standpoint, this is a sentence. What is it? Akarna Jihva Anasa. From his side, he is Upadhi Rahita. From our side, we have Upadhis, we are seeing, but neither the Upadhis exist without him, nor the seeable objects exist without him, nor the seeing happens without him. Therefore, he alone is the seer, seen, seeing. In the electricity, no bulb is glowing, but bulb cannot glow without electricity. Therefore, bulb is the glower from the bulb standpoint because it is not independently glowing. कौन ग्लो कर रहा है भाई बल्ब को? बिजली. बट बिजली को पूछो, मैं नहीं कर रही हूं. When we go into this deep level of contemplation, of course, it's done only when we become purify our faculty. There's nothing joyful than this knowledge. And in the heat of that knowledge, when the vasanas, the ignorances, the delusions, the raga desha, the kama krodha, kachra, सारा जब जल जाता है ना, जैसे लोहड़ी में या होली में हम जला के फेंक देते हैं, then see the joy of knowledge that everything is Brahman, playing the play of Jagat without himself changing even an iota. That wonder of wonders, when it is conceived with the intellect itself, is a great achievement. And that on the seat of meditation, when we consciously transcend all this by saying Neti Neti and reach to that experience, फिर उस आनंद का, उस आश्चर्य का क्या बताया जाए. That's why ha ahamannam 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 ahamannada ahamannada ahag shlokakrit aham shlokakrit aham shlokakrit ahamasmi pratamajaruta पूर्वम देवेभ्य अमृतस्य नाभाय यो मा ददाति स इदेव मा aham annam adantam atmi. All these are very mystical way of saying. है ना? If somebody says पेड़ मैं हूँ, original a tree मैं हूँ, tree or pear same, or his river is me, so this donkey is me, his monkey is me, this human being is me. We take him as pagal only, but that's the fact, because all of them are pure existence, consciousness, manipulated by the Prakriti. Now he is seeing beyond Prakriti, beyond Maya, beyond Avidya. Then what he is saying is correct, no? I loved this shloka. अकर्ण जिह्वा नासात्वक नेत्र सर्वत्र सर्वदा फिर भी शृणोति आस्वादयति यह जिघ्रेत स्पृशति न पश्यति. Then स एव सदसद्रूपं येन लोकेन लक्ष्यते सर्ग चित्रम अनाद्यंतम स्वरूपम चाप्यरंजनम. One shloka, but how many words are said? How many words are employed trying to convey to us that non-conveyable? See, Saha Eva, that state of being called as Brahman alone, Yena, Alokena, by its Chaitanya Prakasha only, Lakshate, is seen what? Sat and Asad Rupam. The manifest and unmanifest, the gross and subtle, both are Lakshate, visualized, Yena Alokena, by his Prakasha only, Saeva, it is that only. And this Sadasad Rupam kya hai? Sarga Chitram, the wonder and wonderful, the Sarga. And what's the funniest part of the Sarga? Anadi and Antam. Why it has come, where from it has come, that question is never answered. That's why it's called Anadi. But when the Brahman is realized, it ceases to exist. Therefore, Antam. The difference between Maya Krita Jagat and Paramatma is Maya Krita Jagat also Anadi, Paramatma also Anadi. Maya Krita Jagat is Santam. It is not Antam. But Paramatma is Anantam. Is not Antam. And then when the Paramatma, the substratum, is experienced, this Jagat with Maya, they become Anta, ended. So Anadi, both of them. But one is Anantam, but is another is Santam. Brahman is Anadi Anantam, Jagat is Anadi Santam. That's what is said. Anadi Antam. Then Sarupam Chapi, and this is the Swarupa. If you go into the Swa self of every one of them, what you find is Brahman only. On the Brahman only, these are all projected. Yet, api aranjanam. Aranjanam means none of these things taint it, color it. ये कोई भी उस परमात्मा तत्व को उनके ऊपर कल्पित ये सर्ग चित्र रंजित नहीं करता. Ranjana means painting, coloring. Beautiful, no? Sarga chitram anadiyantam sarupam chapi aranjanam. The Parabrahman is the sarupa of this Anadi Antarupa Sarga Chitra. But that Sarga Chitra कभी रंजित नहीं करता उस परमात्मा को, कलर्ड नहीं करता. Simple example, what I see the blue color is never a color colored to the sky. मेरे द्वारा देखे जाने वाला रंग ब्लू वाला क्या कभी आकाश को लगा? वो आकाश इज अरंजनम. जैसे में मेरे द्वारा देखे जाने वाला एंटायर सर्ग चित्रम never touches the Brahman, never colors the Brahman, never stains the Brahman. लेप नहीं करता उसको. वंडरफुल है ना. स एव सदसद्रूपम येनालोकेन लक्ष्यते सर्ग चित्रम Anadyantam Swarupam cha api aranjanam. And for a yogi, when he is in Ardha Nirmilita Netra Dhyana Sthiti, he will visualize himself expressing as Brahman in a Shambhavi Mudra. Lord Shiva is in that form, in that Ardha Nirmilita Netra, wherein he is conscious self, transcendental, yet he himself with his Maya Shaktis, the entire immanent Jagat. That's what said in the shloka 54. Ardhonmirita drishyabhru madhye tarakavat jagat vyomatmaiva sada bhasam sarupam yo vipashyati. Ardha half, unmilita opened and closed. Drishya eyes, bhru madhye in the bhrukuti sthana, tarakavat like a star. The jagat, the whole universe, vyoma atma eva. In its essential self, it is vyoma. Vyoma is its Atma. It's not there. It is there. Yet Sadabhasam. In that it's projected. Sarupam. In this way, Yaha Vipashyati, the yogis see. है ना? भ्रुवोर मध्ये प्राणमावेश सम्यक सतम परम पुरुषम उपैति दिव्यम. All that when Gita में कहा, that's what. भ्रू मध्य लाइक अर्धोन्मीलित नेत्र. भ्रू मध्य में योग शक्ति से अंतःकरण शुद्ध करने का जब दर्शन करते हैं, both the conscious self I am and on me only, the entire Sadasadrupa Jagat projected, that is a scene. Ardhonmilita Drishya Bhrumadhye Tarakavat Jagat Vyoma Atma Eva Sada Abhasam Swarupam Yaha Abhivashyati. Right? Now in the next beautiful 16 mantras, they go in one glow, one flow, the chanting, then first further the explanation of this Brahman, and from the Brahman standpoint Jagat, from the Jagat standpoint Brahman. All are told. The summary is the Brahman alone is reality, on him the Jagat is only Kalpita. And the Guru is struggling here to use all explanations, all examples, etc., to make us feel. But if the disciple, the audience, the listeners also are equally Shraddhalu, equally Bhakta, equally have the subtlety ability to lift their intellect's attention and ability to understand, उनको थोड़ा आइडिया आना शुरू करता है ना. Like any of the music you want to enjoy, you can't be in the public where everybody is shouting. एकांत में जाना पड़ता. In the same way, when we create an inner ekanta mood, a meditational mood inside, है ना? In that meditational mood, going to that secluded place, these shlokas when you do, calm and quiet mind say manana chintana, the idea of that Brahmasthiti starts coming to us. So what I was saying all here, first the starting was, in that Mahapralaya Kala, none of the Sachara remains. What remains is Brahman. That Brahman is explained in few shlokas. On that only the Sachara Jagat is Kalpita. Further beautiful shlokas come to enjoy tomorrow. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachate Purnasa Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Paramashibhyo Brahmane Shrutimatre Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Come to study our Adi Shankara's Grantha for 25 minutes.